what's the deal with white people?
The owner of Rubin Butts Barbecue wants you to know that at his restaurant, June 11th is White Appreciation Day. The catch? The owner of the restaurant is Hispanic. The owner said, "We have a whole month for Black History Month. We have a whole month for Hispanic Heritage Month. So we thought the least we could do was offer one day to appreciate white Americans." With more than 80% of the town's residents being white, customers could be lining up around the block to get their discounted pulled pork and brisket. The owner promises that this is not a joke. Having been a victim of racism before in his own life, he hopes the attention will start a productive discussion about race.
Okay, so the reason I thought this was interesting was because when I first saw this on the internet and on Twitter, everybody was going crazy. White Appreciation Day, like it was some sort of KKK event or some sort of white supremacist event, right? But of course, it turns out that the guy, basically this is sort of a joke, and he's just saying, look, Black people have their month, Latino people have their month, white people, we're going to give them a couple hours, no big deal. But the outrage machine just gets going. When you saw the headlines on this, what do you first think?
Well, that's the thing. People on the internet only read the headlines, so they see it, they get outraged. But I think it's actually kind of a funny, cute initiative. I mean, you could tell that the guy has a sense of humor from the name of the restaurant alone.
Yeah.
Rubbin' Butts, right? That kind of gave it away for me that if it was in fact some kind of like older white racist dude, that it would be awfully ironic.
Yeah. If it had been an older white racist dude, would it have still been okay if he just wanted to do that in the privacy of his own restaurant? I know we're all over everybody for baking gay cakes and flowers, but would that have been okay?
Probably not, especially like right in the heels of Baltimore going on and Ferguson. I don't know if it's ever a good time, but certainly not now would be a good time.
Yeah.
And what's the point of these days anyway? These appreciation days are to celebrate minorities, right? And with whites not being a minority, what's the point of doing that in the first place?
Yeah, so what do you make of that? Because we do have a lot of that in the country right now. I feel like there's this feeling that white people feel like they're under attack, which seems to be the reverse of what's actually going on. But in another way, it seems like a human reaction to changing times or something. What do we do about white people? Like, you do hear this all the time, that there's a lot of people that feel like, oh, everything's changing. Well, things weren't so great for minorities in the 50s. So yeah, shit changes.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's definitely a time where, our sensitivity radars need to be, primed and in sort of, full operation. But this story, I just feel like is, it's benign.
Is there some legitimacy to sort of white people feeling like things are changing too fast or anything like that?
Absolutely not. I mean, come on. The more multicultural we get, the faster, the better. And I think this is clearly a PR stunt. I think it's working really well for the guy. He's all over the place, so good for him. But let's not have a White Appreciation Day anytime soon.
Yeah. What do you guys think about just the general state of race, which we talk about a lot on the show? We did a story last week that, right now in the country, most polls show that white people and black people feel almost polar opposite about the state of race relations. It seems to me it's obviously a lot better than it was 50 years ago, but it seems like we've had this like sudden slide backwards, or is that a media construct, or what? What do you think?
I think that, obviously we live in a heated time for sure with, what's going on in the news, but I think these are conversations that need to be had, and so it's important to recognize our the white privilege that I think we have, and to go with full sensitivity and to recognize why minorities would feel so outraged.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean you're giving up any of your white rights, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you're going to be okay as a white person. What do you think about the general state of race in America right now?
Yeah, it's shocking. It comes in waves, right? We had the Rodney King in the 90s, and now we're sort of back to that place where everything's kicking off and there's all of this stuff's going down. And I don't know why that happens like that. It kind of surges and then it goes away. And maybe the media feeds a lot of that too, But we clearly have a problem. I mean, a lot of these riots are being instigated by police brutality, which is clearly out of control. So we need to deal with those issues, and once we fix those, hopefully we can all get back to being friends again. Well
said. There's a fitting ending for this one. All right, White Appreciation Day by a Latino owner at a restaurant for a couple hours. What do you think? Let us know in the comments right down below.